turn on the tape. It's not like we're not playing these guys that are going first round, second round on Saturdays. In the SEC. So the SEC and the Big Ten probably have the most guys getting drafted in the first, second round. So we're playing those guys.
Uncle Casey did turn on the tape for Diego Pavia. Matter of fact, it was a measuring tape, and the tape told me he was just barely 5'10". I actually saw one tape of Diego Pavia where he was wearing a set of high heels just to reach 5'10". Now, obviously, that particular tape was not real, but his lack of size is a real issue for every team in the National Football League. In the span of about 3 months, Diego Pavia has ruined any draft capital that he had. Now, fortunately for Diego Pavia, he didn't have very much, but what little draft capital he had, it has been destroyed, and Diego Pavia has no one to blame but himself. Look, you can be undersized as a quarterback and get an opportunity in this league. Bryce Young is undersized, and he just led the Carolina Panthers to the playoffs. Drew Brees was undersized, and he's the best quarterback in the history of the league, not named Thomas Brady. You can overcome a lack of size, but you have got to be elite or have the potential to be elite in other areas. Accuracy, leadership, the intangibles, reading defenses, playmaking, speed, whatever. Lack of size is not Diego Pavia's problem. His problem is a complete lack of maturity. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Yesterday, while speaking to the media, Diego Pavia made what I thought was an interesting comment. He was talking about the frontal lobe of the brain not being fully developed until you reach the age of 25. My coach tells me all the time, your brain isn't fully developed until 25, which means I have 360 more days to be an immature dumbass. If I am drafted, I promise to dedicate my entire rookie season to my final year of stupidity. Obviously, Diego Pavia was joking around, but the problem is, the best jokes always have an element of truth. Hell, it's no secret that Diego Pavia lacks maturity. This is the same dude who threw a temper tantrum when he lost the Heisman. This is the same dude who was begging to return to Vanderbilt because he knew his chances of being drafted were slim. If you're an NFL team, and you're looking for a franchise quarterback, the last place, and I mean last place that you'll be looking is at Diego Pavia. He's already old for a prospect. Diego Pavia just turned 24. Based on his own behavior and his own admission, Diego Pavia is immature, which that's fine for a normal 24-year-old kid, but when a multi-billion-dollar organization is looking to make you the face of their franchise, being immature, that dog won't hunt. What Diego Pavia needed to demonstrate at the combine is a complete lack of controversy. He needed to be boring. Throughout his playing career, Tom Brady, he was boring. Drew Brees was boring. Watching a Drew Brees press conference, it was about as interesting as watching CNN. It was the same rehearsed lines, the same talking points. But as a fan of the Saints, that's what I want with my franchise quarterback. I don't want the guy making jokes. I don't want the guy creating controversy. The only thing I want my quarterback to do is win games. The truth is, most high achievers, they're boring. I was listening to Stephen A. Smith the other day. I can't remember what he was talking about. I think he might have been talking about running for president, not being worried about any controversy in his personal life, because Stephen A. Smith, he leads a boring life. The vast majority of the people that you watch on YouTube, their personal lives are probably mundane. I know mine is, because most of my time is spent right here with you guys or with my family. When you're looking for a franchise quarterback, boring is a good thing. It's a positive attribute. Shedeur Sanders is entertaining. Shedeur Sanders is a constant source of content, but I don't want Shedeur Sanders as the face of my franchise. And it's the same thing with Diego Pavia. Like I said, his draft stock was already minimal. If I remember correctly, I want to say Diego Pavia was projected to be drafted in the 4th round, maybe even the 5th round. But I'll be honest with you, I would not be surprised if Diego Pavia goes undrafted. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.